Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Gardendale Rockets head basketball coach Chris Berry. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome in, Coach.
Hey, thank you.
Absolutely. So last Friday you played Austin and lost to them 69-57. Take us through the night.
Yeah, it was Friday night road game against a team that won 27 games last year. So
Wow.
we knew going in how good they were. I think they graduated one kid off that team from last year that they were going to be a contender in 7A basketball. So it was going to be a test for our guys to just kind of see where we were. And we actually had a lead with about 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and kind of self-destructed. They had a lot to do with it, with the way they defended, and they made some big shots. But they went on about a 10-0 run, and we fell behind and ended up losing by 12. But, looking back on it, there were some positives. I thought our guys, really for three and a half quarters competed. And like I said, we were up with about 5-6 minutes to go and just couldn't seal the deal.
Gotcha. So who played well for you?
Well, we had Trey Crawford, who's led us in 2 of our 3 games. Trey had 16 points, was really good offensively. Jaden Bivens had his best offensive performance of the year. He had 10 points. And Braylon Henry had 9.
Okay, very good. So tonight you have Hueytown. And we've already talked about Hueytown in the last show, but it brought up a question in my mind. And that is the fact that you will meet them again later in the schedule. How do you prepare for a team that you've seen one time before? Do you take into account their play and adjust accordingly, or do you simply practice and teach your game?
Yeah, well, a little bit of both. We're familiar with them. I think I said last week we played them twice last year, winning one and losing one. Right. So we're familiar with their personnel. They've got pretty much the same coaching staff in place. So their tendencies, which they're going to know ours as well, there's a lot of familiarity there with the 2 programs. But we've got to do what we do. We've got to be able to take care of the ball, got to be able to get stops. Right. They've got a Division I guard who signed with UNA. They've got a big kid inside who's about 6'9", so they're going to present a lot of problems for us. We've got to make sure that we're really good on the defensive end. We're able to keep their guard in front of us and rebound the ball on the back end. If we can do those 2 things, I think we'll be okay.
Good. So coming up this Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, you have a tournament down in Gulf Shores. As a matter of fact, it's the Gulf Shores High School Thanksgiving Tournament. Your first opponent. That's going to be Daphne. And tell us a little bit about what you'll see from them.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see a really good team.
Okay.
It's an 8-team tournament, so we'll get Daphne first. And we haven't played them. I've seen some film on them, and they look pretty talented. So we'll definitely have to be ready to go. And then win or lose, I think it's possibly Gulf Shores High, which is the host team, and maybe West Point from up in Coleman. Would be some teams that we could possibly see. But there's, like I said, 8 teams, and I think maybe a couple outside our state. So we'll just, win or lose depending on how that goes. Depends on who we play.
All right. So we'll get to talk a little bit more about that tournament next week. That's our show, Coach. Rather short one, but we take what we can get, right? Yeah. So we appreciate your time, and we certainly appreciate yours. Join us week in and week out for another Gardendale version of Coach Speak.